This Team Perry podcast is sponsored by The Brokenhearted Blockbuster. Created by Jill Collister, Brokenhearted Blockbuster is a brokenhearted movie review comedy podcast. The weekly podcast meets with various brokenhearted warriors, hears their stories, and talks about the movie that got them through. It's a whole lot of movie reviews, a little self-help, and a sprinkle of comedy. Welcome to Team Perry's Step Out of Line podcast, featuring co-hosts Perry and Lori Finkelstein. Together, they explore, meet, and share inspirational stories with guests who have made a positive impact in today's world. This podcast resonates with our hope to make this world a better place one step at a time through love, acceptance, and uplifting conversations. Welcome to Team Perry's Step Out of Line podcast, featuring co-hosts Perry and Lori Finkelstein. Together, they explore, meet, and share inspirational stories with guests who have made a positive impact in today's world. This podcast resonates with our hope to make this world a better place one step at a time through love, acceptance, and uplifting conversations.
I would say the moment I stepped out of line was pursuing my modeling career. Jumping into the creative arena was a big leap of faith, and it was breaking the tradition of, you're born into the family, you graduate from high school, you go straight to college, you do, 4 to 8, depending on what it is that you want to do, 8 years of university, and then you go on and find your stable job. So I really broke out and stepped out on faith to go after my dreams. But I must say, I'm thankful that my parents gave me their okay to do it too. I think that they saw something within me, and my dad was a risk taker. He was an entrepreneur before that was like a buzzword on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook. So I'm really thankful that I was given the opportunity to step out of line, and I made the best of stepping out of line, because now I've been modeling for over a decade now. And, as you know, because you interviewed Kelly Midgley from Maggie Sottero, I'm one of their spokesmodels. So imagine if I didn't step out on faith or step out of line to pursue my dreams of modeling. You would have never seen me with the Maggie Sottero brand.
And you were 18 when you made this decision.
Yes, 18 years old, just graduated from high school. And I actually was going to go to college. But something in my heart told me just go to New York and try this thing out. And I'm really glad that I did.
So when you first went to New York, what did you do? Did you have a plan? Did you have an apartment set up? Did you have a job lined up? How did you manage? I mean, 18 years old, that's so young to be so brave like
that. Well, when everyone went off to college that summer, I was working before I moved I moved that January. So I took 6 months to just work and save my money. I had 2 jobs. I was a perfume model at Macy's. So I would say, do you want to try the new Coco Chanel? My other job was working at Bennigan's. I was a daytime shift supervisor. So I worked, I saved my money. Then thankfully I had family on my mom's side who have always lived in New York, and I moved into Brooklyn and Bushwick. I've never minded doing the work.
Right.
I've never minded doing the work, whatever it takes to make my dream come true. Whether I had to get 2 jobs to save the money to move to New York, and then as soon as I get to New York, hit the pavement looking for another job and finding an agency that would embrace me and love me. And I think that that's what a lot of people have to do in life. We have to break out of our comfort zones. We have to go after our dreams. We have to, just like Perry, defy the odds, you know? She has dreams. She's been making them come true. And I have dreams and I'm making them come true. You just got to go for it sometimes. And I'm glad that I have.
You're an author as well. And
Yes.
Can you tell us what inspired you to write your book?
I was inspired by the women who reached out to me after I was on the Steve Harvey show and I did my confidence boot camp, which was like Make the World Your Runway confidence boot camp. And then I was also encouraged by the many fans after I came off of Project Runway. Because they just said, I love your personality. You just have so much confidence and flair when you step out on the runway. I wish I could bottle your confidence up. And I knew that I can't fly all over the world and meet everybody, but I know that books travel anywhere in the world. People can purchase a book, and not only that, it's like something that they can keep with them to go back when they need, to get filled up again from a certain book. So I decided to put it in a book, and it's really been amazing how much it has reached different people and changed lives and helped other people to step out of line and go after things that a lot of people told them they would never be able to do. And pretty much that's what Make the World Your Runway is about. It's about you embracing the light within you, you showing up authentically as you are. And I believe the more confident we are, it colors how we step out in the world, and how we step out in the world. It's like, you exude orange, or you exude blue, or you exude green. That's how we color the world, with our personalities, with our confidence. Mm-hmm. And, for years, I've just been bold enough to step out there and really go after my dreams. And that's why this book has really helped a lot of people step out of their fears, step into their purpose in a whole new way. And it's available on Amazon, so get your copy. Or if you want an autographed copy, you can go to my website. It's lirisc.com, and I will sign your copy and send it off to you.
So when you're on the runway, you exude confidence. Your personality must be heightened at that point, because here you are, you're performing. So you also have to be a bit of an actor as well. You have to get into a role in order to do that. But I think that would apply in anything in life that you need confidence for. If you have to make a speech in front of people, or if you have to make a presentation, you have to embody more confidence than you actually might have at times. And what would be the best tip that you could give us when we have to do something big like that? How do you get yourself into a state where you say, yeah, I can do this?
Well, I think one of the great things is just remembering whose we are. We're made by the Creator, and the Creator doesn't make any junk. He makes masterpieces. So when we remember that we are the masterpiece that He created, that's number one. Number two, I think sometimes we're a little harder on ourselves than we need to be. Mm-hmm. And it's really good when you're able to write out what's awesome about me. And sometimes it's good to ask other people, what do you love about me? Or what is it that you think is awesome about me? When you write it out, there's just something about when you put pen to paper, it's like you are affirming it as you write those things out. So sometimes when you're hard on yourself, you should write some things out. What am I really good at? I'm a really kind person. For Perry, it could be I've raised money for all these different families. I've helped a lot of other people in situations that could have been detrimental. You know, I've run marathons. I have an amazing spirit. We've been able to accomplish as a team is amazing. I was very happy when I saw the challenge from December 1st to the 15th that Maggie Sottero connected to do with you all. And to hear how you're helping other families is really special because, you know, when someone is sick, it doesn't just affect that person. It also affects the whole family as a core. And anytime you're able to give someone else peace, a little sense of peace, a little sense of hope, a little stress relief because this is taken care of or that is taken care of, you don't know how much you're just helping them just breathe a little easier.
Right.
And to hear about all the marathons that you all have been running, what? Oh my goodness. That's just amazing. I've never even ran a marathon. So, you know, you have to speak life into yourself. Sometimes you have to look in the mirror and speak to yourself, girl, you're looking good today. You know what? I know, you know, you've been having a hard week, but this too shall pass. I think a lot of times it is us just being a little bit kinder to ourselves and also reaching out to our village of friends, of family, and saying, you know, I just need a little bit of love this moment, you know, and I'm working on some gratitude or I'm working on some confidence things. I'm trying to figure out some things that I'm really good about or what's something that you really love about me. And if they're really a good friend or family member, they're going to get what you need. They're going to get that little key that's saying, okay, she's kind of, I need to calm her down or I need to pump her up. And they're going to give you a word or two that's going to help to push you forward. But like I said, let's not just rely on it's good to rely on our village, but we also have to rely on ourselves. So don't be afraid to speak life into yourself. Know that you are amazing. Some people keep journals. Right. Some people have nice, like my sister, she has nice signs in her office that say awesome things about life or about herself. Sometimes you need to stand in front of your wall and look at your trophies, look at your certificates. Sometimes you have to, like I was saying, just remember who made you and that he divinely made you and that you're here for a purpose and that that everything is going to be okay. Like a lot of times we think about all the bad days, but when you look back at it, you've survived those bad days and you're still here. So once we look at that, wow, I thought that this was going to be so bad, but I survived it. Wow, I thought that was going to be so bad, but I survived that too. Everything is going to be okay.
Right.
And it's just something about that, like, whew, everything is going to be okay. That gives you a certain sense of peace. And that peace actually helps to give you confidence to go out there and do whatever it is that you need to do.
So many of us now, especially where we thought we were at the tail end of the pandemic, but apparently we're still in it. I think we all feel like we need to be told, or we need to feel that everything is going to be okay. And though life is never going to be the same, it's going to be okay.
When you think about like the different plagues that have come to our earth, nothing lasts forever. It eventually goes away. So yes, we're going through a season of time through COVID, coronavirus, where things may be bad, but it's going to go away eventually. And let's just find the gratitude in this moment that we're safe in our homes, we're healthy, you have food in the fridge, you have heat that's in your apartment, there are so many things that we could be thankful for. So sometimes we just have to like focus on the gratitude, and the gratitude can actually make you a bit happier than you even realized.
You posted a beautiful picture on Instagram of you in a Maggie Sottero gown with a mask on. Which, when you think about, what do you think about all these brides who this is their big day, and some of them are putting it off, and some of them are just saying, I'll wear the mask and I'll just move on with my day. It must be so difficult for people to be able to enjoy such a big event in their life. And you are modeling these gowns still throughout, looking beautiful. Is that your favorite thing to do? Do you feel like you bring a lot of joy to brides looking at you in gowns and knowing that they too can wear it and wear it well? And they, it's just, I think, a perspective that you're giving these brides, because you are a plus size model and you are stunning. You wear the gowns. The gowns don't wear you, you wear the gowns. Isn't that the best feeling in the world, knowing that you could bring this to people? It must be.
Oh my goodness. It's an amazing feeling to know that I had this type of impact on brides, to help them pick out their dress, being able to see someone of a certain size and they look good in the dress. It makes them say, okay, well, maybe I should try that dress on. Maybe I should go forward with my wedding. Look at her mask. Her mask is really nice. So, I mean, it's amazing the impact that representation makes. And I've been really blessed with my work with Maggie Sottero to represent brides of color, to represent plus size women, to represent brides of faith. I think it's amazing the work that we're doing within the industry to normalize plus size and Black brides. I mean, I never would have thought that I would have this type of impact, but I'm thankful for it. I think your wedding day is one of the days that a lot of women look forward to. They never know how that day is going to turn out, but it's always full of excitement. To have some type of peace in their process of finding a dress feels really, really good. Love doesn't stop. Love is 24/7. And although we're going through a pandemic right now, if a bride wants to just take her dress and her husband get married, just them two, go for it. You could do the reception at a later date, but you still deserve to look amazing in your dress. You still deserve to have your day. You just may have to postpone some things, certain pieces or certain parts, or if you want to go through with it, you're going to be doing it a different way. But when you really look at it, brides have an opportunity right now to have a more intimate wedding. And when you have a more intimate wedding, you're having a chance to have people, more than likely, who are really committed to helping you stay married.
Right.
That's number one. And two, you're going to save yourself a lot of money because you got a lot less people to feed. And you're able just to make it more of an intimate experience. And maybe you can splurge on other stuff that you saved in the catering instead of the catering bill. So I think it's actually an opportunity to create a really intimate, special time. And people just, of course, have to be cautious and just be mindful of who you're inviting and put certain safety precautions in place for that.
Right.
And that really makes you root out, who am I inviting? Who's really going to adhere to the policies that we have for our special day? Right. And whoever can't make it, they can watch it on Zoom.
We're always here if you need somebody to tell you how great you are. You just ask us.
And I'm here if you need me to tell you how great you both are.